Alexander Usyk for the Undisputed Heavyweight. Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. They both want a highlight reel knockout. He threw a punch and just got countered. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter. How about that time counter shot? And he scores with the counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music. And there's the bell to start round two. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And Lopez is dazed. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Beautiful counter punch. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Oh boy! Amir dazed! We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Just keep him on the end of the back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost.
And just stick a few body shots in there, vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Good work.
Back into it. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of the jab, and then start gathering
back in or anything. Don't give him no free shots. Be smart.
Him in his tracks. Get back out there and switch on.
Just set him up and you'll take him out. Look, he's ready to go.
He's focused. Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win the round.
Coast through this round or he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shot.
Punch, counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punch. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? Beautiful counter punch. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Left hook just missed. Teofimo in some real trouble here. Down goes Teofimo.
1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Good, look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
Be smart when you go out there. Just
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
fucking round. If you got complacent, the fight's not over.
That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start working a few body shots in there. Hurry up a little bit.
And now you've let him back into it. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've let him back into this. You're better than this kid.
Depends on the end of all of that. And do what you got to do. Do what?
Basics. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again.
You set him up and you'll take him out. But he's ready to go.
Come on, get focused. Get your mind on the job. Get back out there and win.
Don't let him coast through this round or he'll ride it out. Go out there.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
You've let him back into the fight.
Don't give him no free shots. Just slow. Just keep him on the end of that jab and you're getting your
Straight right just misses. Tried to score with a jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. He threw a punch and just got countered. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. punching. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. That big hook doesn't land. Every time he throws a punch, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. Back into the fray here in round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. And the Takeover's in some big trouble now. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What are they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. Good punch. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble. This is the beginning of round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punching. Which fighter will say no mas? And he scores with the counter. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. From this moment forward, Here comes round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. Do you believe this? And he just put Amir down. Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not. And we enter the 8th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You'd like to see more jabs. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can do.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Amir Khan is rocked. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart. Smarts, that is. A total check.